I want to see Vic in season 3. Put a 3 in the chat. Kendall, I might have 1 or 2. I got to go through my photos, but I didn't really see anything that stood out that I could call out. I know there was one in the prison, but the numbers were too faint, so I didn't want to do that. I was like, man, that'd be too tough. All right, we got a 3 in there. Hey, Vic, we here for you. I know a lot of people don't support you because they said they told. You told. We didn't tell. They said you told. Well, guess what? Vic, is your story. And when it's your story, we on your side. When it's your story, we on your side. When we start talking about other people, then we can go in on you. But right now, we on your side. We got to tell the story. I can't lie, y'all. I got to tell y'all what really went down. And Vic is on the phone and he's talking to his sister. Claudia trying to set some shit up. Now, at the end of last week, we know D-Mac caught a body. We know at the end of the last episode, Claudia wants Vic to team up with her and catch a body. And what I mean by catch a body, I mean catch a body on they pappy. If y'all don't know who they pappy is, that is Vic Damone Sr., aka Big Walk Dog. You know what I mean? That's Big Walk Dog. And with Big Walk Dog still alive, the Flynn family really isn't functioning how they're supposed to. Now, Vic is on the phone with Claudia because Brendan Doyle is over at the house. They need to link up so they can come up with a plan on how they can take Big Walt out. These two aren't going to be able to do it on their own, so they want some outside people to do it. And who better to do it than Brendan Doyle, because Brendan Doyle is in charge of Dublin. Dublin got the 4 horsemen killed. All of this is because of Walt, and Walt owes money. What up, the hood? Louis said, money talks. Louis 300 said, money talks. Big money. Well, on the way over there, he's talking to his sister. She's like, you need to get over here right now. Brendan Doyle is here. What are you doing? Where are you at? He's like, look, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Don't even think about nothing else but how we going to set this up. But we know that Vic is kind of soft. And when I mean soft, I mean Vic ain't really trying to do nothing like that. You know what I mean? He thought about it. And then he was trying to question himself. He said, man, should I do this? Should I go through with it? But he realizes the only way that he's going to be able to become the man that he is if he goes through with it. Now, unfortunately for him, the feds are doing their job. The feds are doing their job. They pull up Special Agent Hardwick and Special Agent Vargas. She's DEA, he's FBI. Remember, he was the one taking pictures. He was taking pictures in season 1. She's the one taking pictures in season 2. So these two together, this is like Shaq and Kobe of law enforcement. Neither one of them have dropped the ball in any case. Neither one of them have fumbled. Neither one of them have done anything except collect all evidence. All evidence is pointing towards Tommy fucking Egan. And guess what? Vic's getting brought in because of the murder of the DJ back in season 1. Now he's looking and he's already holding it down. I know a lot of y'all thinking Vic is about to get in there and
I'm gonna tell.
But no, this time Vic is holding it down because at this point, he's got everything to lose. He's got everything. Vic about to tell again. We know that Vic made that phone call. Remember when Michael was here and they had that deal for them pills that were going to make everybody OD? He was the one that called the police. Then he killed Michael. So Vic is catching bodies just as fast as his sister. One thing we've noticed about the Flynns, they catch bodies and we kind of just let that go. They are catching bodies at an extreme rate also. Vic and Claudia, these two, they kind of like the twins on that show we watch in the Continental. These two, we may not think much of them. We know that Vic, he ain't all the way there. He won't be able to be the man. Claudia, she ain't all the way there. She's smart, but she's dropping bodies. Every time you look up, one of the Flynn family members are catching a body. The Flynns are one of the dangerous families. I told you, I have them ranked worse than the Tejada kids. These two are ranked worse than the Tejada kids. Now they take Vic ass down to the precinct. And who does he meet up with? Our number one go-to guy. You got the Fed. Look, this is how you know DeFranco is the best police officer we've ever seen. Typically, when you see joint task force or a federal case and a state case going on at the same time, usually the jurisdiction goes to the feds. The FBI and the DEA are taking the pictures and giving the information to Stacy Marks, and Bobby DeFranco is the one doing all the questioning. Now, he's Chicago PD. He's a detective on the police force. Typically, the feds will be the one doing all of this because this will be a Fed case at this point. But DeFranco doesn't give a damn. Now, I'm saying all that so you guys can understand how serious this matter is. But I also want you to understand that at this point in the show, we can't talk about what happened at the end because Vic's story is only right here at the precinct. Vic is holding it down. Vic ain't saying nothing. They putting bodies in front of Vic. Vic don't fold. He ain't got no questions. He just wants a lawyer. And we know over here, the first thing we do, let me get a lawyer. Let me get a lawyer. Vic looked him in the eye. This is Stacy Mark's superior. He told him, nigga, fuck you, lawyer. La hoy, yeah, her. Or in better words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Yeah. I don't care what nobody's saying. At this point, I said, damn, Vic, that's a real one. I said, there's 3 real niggas out of 10. That means 7 or the lane. We know that Mo is 1. And at this point, 1 is Vic. Vic is looking at the law and telling them, get the hell out my face. I ain't telling you nothing. I don't know nothing. I ain't seen nothing. Matter of fact, I don't know my name, my age, my birthday, my relative. I don't know nothing. And they're like, you're going to answer these questions. Vic said, I ain't answering shit. Lawyer. No one even know how to spell it. Lawyer. Loyar. Lawyer. That's what I want. A lawyer. Get them in here right now. I want my phone call and a lawyer. I know everybody was at the house. They mad too. People were hitting me up. Oh, man, I thought Vic was a snitch. I said, Vic ain't telling on nobody. Vic is in here and he's looking the prosecution in their face and tell them, I don't know nothing. I ain't seen nothing. I said, damn, Vic is a real one. Vic is a real one. Now, DeFranco, he tried to come over here and apply his tactics. And what I mean by apply his tactics is bullshit. You know, most of the time they ain't got no information. They ain't never got no information. They just want you to talk. That's what they want you to do. That's what they want you to do. Like I said, I was doing my investigation yesterday, my investigative interview that they gave me for my security clearance. They had me in this little room at the library. It's cold as hell. They thinking, I'm like, damn, man, it's cold as a motherfucker in here. But you got to stand tall. Now we're looking at this, and you know we got to do some digging real quick. So give me a second to get this up on the screen. Let's see what information the police actually have. If we can make out any of this. Please forward information to FBI mobile offices for processing. C. Harlan, B. Payne, typed by DBK. Who got a last name of K? Hardwick, Vargas, DeFranco, Marks. No, so none of them wrote this up. I can't read what none of this says. That's our body there. The DJ. Do we got any information up here we can use? Damn. They didn't want to zoom in for us. All right, bet. So we didn't get much information from this. But the reason I'm saying we don't get much information is because DeFranco doesn't either. Now, they have witnesses that says that Vic was there. You see DeFranco, the difference between him and Stacy, they're doing things complete opposite. He's doing it by the book. He's giving evidence. He's letting them know we have witness statements putting you at this crime scene saying that you committed this murder. Stacy Marks was trying to implicate Tommy. Now he's saying that someone else was there and there's also a bodyguard. So Bobby DeFranco has the information. And with all of this evidence piled up against Vic, most people will get in there and do exactly what y'all want them to do.
Gonna, I'm gonna tell.
Instead, Vic takes the route that Mo takes. I want a fucking lawyer. He said he want a lawyer. They continue to ask him questions. Question after question after question. He gets out of here. Look how he's looking at DeFranco. Ain't no one looked at DeFranco like this. He looked at Franco in the eye and said, fuck you, you. I said, oh, this nigga bad as hell. In the other room, on the other side of the mirror, we got Stacy Marks over there. Now, we know last week we were going in on Stacy Marks because this is a federal case. This is a joint task force across the CPD, the FBI, the DEA, the CIA might want a part of this. Homeland Security might get in on the action. We're not even sure. TSA might even get in because we know that the fucking Four Horsemen came over here and he helped with some of the killing. But that's a whole nother thing. We ain't open up that investigation. Maybe when we get on DeFranco's case, yeah, we might talk about that. But on Vic, I'm saying too much already. We don't know a motherfucking thing. Vic said it clear and concise. We don't know nothing. Did y'all think that Vic was gonna get in here and tell? Be real. When they brought Vic in here, did y'all think that he was gonna get in here and tell? Now I know when we were watching the teaser or the trailer, I don't know if this is the same room that we seen because I assumed that it was Tommy in these photos, but this is Vic. So I thought this was Tommy in here. So I like how they did that. They cut that up, but we do know that Stacy Marks is going to pull up on Tommy eventually. So I got this wrong. That's on me. This is Vic in here. I thought it may have been Tommy because they showed them hopping out the vehicle. Hey, sometimes you miss, man. I was wrong. I apologize. I let y'all down. I'll just end the live here. It just hurts, you know. I get on here, I talk all this shit, and I be thinking I got the right answers. But sometimes we're always wrong. You know what I mean? We always have a moment in life where we're wrong. And I was wrong. I thought that this was Tommy. Now, I didn't think that Tommy was going to give up any information. So I will give myself 0.25 points because I said Tommy was going to be in here, but he ain't going to tell nothing. It was Vic, and Vic didn't tell nothing. I got 0.25. Always remember, y'all, at least try on a test. At least try because 1% is better than no percent. Just always remember that. All I got right was whoever was in here wasn't going to tell, but I did think it was Tommy. But Stacy is looking at it as this. Hey, let him go. He hasn't gave us any information. Plus, you got to let him go because you don't have any solid evidence besides his eyewitness saying that he committed it. Now, we don't have any DNA or anything right now. So Stacy Marks, as the prosecuting attorney, well, she won't be doing it. You know, she's the DA, but she'll have lawyers up under her that will probably do this. But in this case, they might have her actually do the one that be on trial. But she's saying we can't legally hold him. He wants a lawyer. Plus, we don't have any evidence that'll stick. Now, DeFranco, he's like, nah, we can't let him go. We can't let him go. But this ain't that story. So Vic gets the fuck up out of here. this ain't their story right now. Vic gets the hell up out of here. Hey, Brillo. Hey, Brillo, did you think that Vic was going to tell when they brought him in here, though? Like, be real. I know y'all don't like Vic. The way I watch the show, I do have my favorite characters, but I know to break the show down, I can't be biased. I gotta tell their story. And Vic held it down. At this point, Vic held it down. We knew he was a dick because he said he was gonna kill his dad. But as far as right now, what'd he do? He held it down, man. We gotta give him some credit. We gotta give him some credit. What up, Matthew? Damn. Hey, this show is good, man. This show is good. The quality, I don't know, man. I think adding the police presence makes the show whole. That's how I look at it. Because think about all the shit that would be going down right now if there was no Stacy Marks, DeFranco, and them taking pictures. It would just be a shit show. Motherfuckers just running around Chicago acting a damn fool. And I'm not talking about like just regular little bitty gangs. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the cartel, the Serbs, the Flynn's, CBI. Like, come on, man. We got the biggest organizations going fucking crazy in Chicago. But having the police presence, this is what keeps the story like, all right, we got to keep it somewhat realistic. You know what I mean? And it's bringing back that realism. So I see why they trying to say it's got that OG power, but you know, I can't disrespect the OG power. They doing their thing, but I can't disrespect the OG power like that. But as far as these spinoffs, I'm liking the direction that this is going in because it's always a curveball. What happens with Vic at the end of the episode? I wasn't expecting that, but I understand why he did it, and we're gonna go ahead and try to get to that part. Right after Vic leaves, he just left the precinct telling them, F you, I don't know nothing. I ain't see nothing. I don't know nothing. I ain't hear nothing. Y'all know, hey, y'all know it's good. If Brillo says it's good, if Brillo says that Diamond is MVP, that shows you they doing their job with this right. They doing their job with this right. I didn't realize that they have a marble elevator. But when Vic shows up, Brendan Doyle's here. And of course, it smells like sex over here. It smells like raw hyena ass. Because we know that they were raw dogging on the couch about 15, 20 minutes ago, however long Vic was in the jail. But we know it smells like Tass over here. You know what I mean? A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little something, something. But Brandon Doyle's here. And we know that Doyle has that clout. He has that power from the motherland over in Dublin. Now, he's saying tonight is the night that we got to execute this plan. 9 p.m. Eastern. Tune in to the shit show. Big Walt Dog will be lowercase Walt. You know what I mean? It won't be Big Walt Dog no more. At 9 o'clock p.m., we are officially changing Big Walt Dog's name to no caps Walk. You know what I mean? Lowercase Walt. Whatever you want to call it. No caps, lowercase, Lil Walt, whatever you want to call him. Lil Walt Putt. It don't matter. At 9 o'clock tonight, Brendan Doyle said, this is when we got to execute. Now, I'm like, all right, here we go. What we about to do? How is this about to go down? How is this about to go down? Well, we get introduced to the new character, Big Red. Now, I'm not too sure if Big Red, did he say he was the Apocalypse? What did Big Red say his name was? The Apocalypse? Or the Enforcer? What did Big Red say his name was? I can't remember. Because I'm thinking Big Red is about to be around. And what I was thinking they were doing with the Big Red character, boom, that's basically going to be like the assassin for Brendan Doyle. So, all right, they go try to take out Walt, but he was going to be around the Apocalypse. All right, bet. I thought that's what he said, Apocalypse. So Big Red, he's the new guy. And the first thing we're thinking is, well, a couple weeks ago, Mo figured out that in Ireland, you're not allowed to have a gun. So the 4 horsemen were actually hired security, maybe police officers. That's why they had all that ammunition. And they're able to keep the peace over in Dublin because no one has guns. But the only thing is when you come to America, specifically Chicago, New York, well, not necessarily New York because of the strict gun laws, but they got the guns up there. You know, any major city in America, you better believe that they got them toolies on you. So it made sense why the 4 horsemen got knocked because they weren't used to getting into fucking live action, going back and forth actual war. So now Big Red shows up. And if a nigga tells you his name is Apocalypse, I'm like, oh. His resume, let me see. I might have his resume right here. Yeah, I'm looking at his resume right here, okay? It says 1997, okay. What's this? This is 21, okay, 21 bodies. Okay, then we arrow over here. Okay, so that was 97. It says in 2001, you got 14 bodies, 3 horses. What is this? A canary? So 14 bodies, 3 horses, and a canary. Okay. 2006 said you once took out an infantry of 37 men single-handedly. Over here, you got math 124 minus 14, or this is plus 14. So 138 total by 2019. Okay. Oh, Big Red, you sound qualified for the job. Now, Big Red said, look, I ain't nothing to play with. So I'm thinking, what's the worst that can happen? We kill everybody. You know what I mean? What's the worst that can happen? Big Red takes out everybody. Now, the only way this plan is going to work is Vic Damone Jr. has to show up and get Big Walt Dog by himself. But during this dinner, it's just going to be him and Walt. He has to leave and meet up with Claudia for his alibi. Now, the reason they're doing this alibi, one, we don't want the police to say that Vic was there. Yeah, I went to dinner over there, but I left an hour prior to when it actually happened. And also, they didn't expect Paulie to be there. So when Paulie asked, they will say, hey, we were out eating and having drinks at such and such place. Whatever happened, we didn't have anything to do with it. Of course, hindsight, we know what's about to happen. But at this moment, the plan is Walt, young Vic, dinner, 9 o'clock, lights out. Now, I don't know about y'all, but as an adult, lights out at 9 is crazy. Lights out for me is around 2, 3 a.m. That's on a regular night. Like last night, I didn't go to bed till about 4, but I took a nap during the midday. I need my midday naps. But tonight, dinner, Vic, Walt, 9 o'clock, lights out, Big Red. All right, Big Red. Now, what I'm about to mention is Doyle says that there's fog running in. Now, we're not going to get too in depth with this because this isn't Vic's story. Vic doesn't know any of this is going on. But we know that Brendan Doyle tells Claudia, hey, we're moving lights out from 9 o'clock to 8:30 because fog is rolling in. And once the fog rolls in, it's going to be hard to see, I guess, which in theory is a good thing. But for some reason, I guess Big Red, he ain't used to the fog over in Ireland. So he said, if there's going to be fog, let's go ahead and move it forward 30 minutes. Now, Claudia hears this, and we know that Claudia's storyline is no matter what, they're never going to believe her. So she has the information that they need to move it forward 30 minutes. Vic calls and says, hey, I just showed up and Polly's here. Polly is not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be me and Walt Dog. Well, Polly and Big Walt, they squash their beef like men. Sometimes you have an argument, and there's nothing wrong with that. I argue with my homeboys. Shout out to my dog Detroit Kings. Me and Detroit Kings, we go back and forth all the time. We argue for shit. At the end of that argument, we just carry on with another topic and we just keep going. If we were near each other, we take a shot and continue on with life. Shout out to my dog OT. We talk a little bit of shit. That's my dog. Shout out to my dog Air. We talk a little shit. That's my dog. Shout out to my brother Brillo. That's my dog. We talk a little shit. They squash their beef. They get some nice whiskey. And hey, it's dinner time. Wow. Time to eat. Where's the pasta? Wait a minute. That's Italian. What the fuck the Irish say? Fuck it. Another drink then. So they squash their beef over drinks like men. Now, Vic, he's looking like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck? And remember, when he's talking like this, I'm thinking the same thing. We just did like a Monday mistakes where we were saying we wanted Polly to actually help Vic out. Vic doesn't want anything to happen to Polly. So he calls up Claudia. Hey, Claudia, what's happening? Claudia, what's happening? She's like, oh, nothing. What's going on? He said, man, Polly's here. What the fuck is going on? She's like, Polly is here. Now, she doesn't want anything to happen to Polly either. But remember, she has valuable information that the hit Operation Lights Out has been moved from 9 o'clock p.m. to 8:30 p.m. 30 minutes prior to what initially was negotiated. But she doesn't tell Vic this information specifically so he could get killed too. Because Doyle already told her Dublin is not going to fuck with her as long as Vic is living. So the reason she withholds that information is because she wants Vic to get killed also. If Vic gets killed, she's next in line, no matter what. So Vic is like, all right, wait. Tell him to hold off a minute so I can get Polly up out of here. Now, this is where things get a little complicated. While they sitting, they got a whole feast here. What they got here? Let's see what they chowing down on. Okay, they got a little. This is a quail. This ain't no chicken, y'all. This is a little quail here. They got quail. They got some carrots, some sweet potatoes. Okay, what else they got? Of course, they got some whiskey. They got that bourbon. They got some wine. Okay, this is a nice little event here. But out of nowhere, we hear a little noise. Walt said, "What the fuck is that?" We looking at the clock. What time is this? Wait a minute. I ain't the brightest. Let me see. This is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Small hand is in between the 8 and the 9. The big hand is in between the 5 and the 6. Hey, what time is that? If the little hand is in between the 8 and the 9, if the little hand is between the 8 and the 9, and the big hand is between the 5 and the 6, what time is that roughly? What time is that roughly? In between the 8 and the 9 and the 5 and the 6. About 8:30. About 8:30. 8:27. I thought the plan was 9 o'clock. So Vic's looking at his watch like, what the fuck? Wait a minute. 8:26, 8:27. Maybe this shit's slow. 8:20. Hey, Walt, you know what time it is? My watch is saying it's like 8:26, 27. What you got, Paulie? 8:30. Man, I only got 8:30. The fuck? Wait a minute. Hey, Claudia, real quick. What time did y'all say tonight? 9 o'clock, right? It's 8:30. We hearing some commotion out there. What the fuck is going on? I thought y'all said 9. Is Brandon Doyle trying to set me up? What the fuck is going on? So now he's looking at his clock like, what the hell? 30 minutes early. 30 minutes early. It's supposed to be 9 o'clock so I can have time to eat. 8:45, go use the restroom and get out by 9. Come on, man. The food ain't settled. Man, it's one thing to be in a shootout, but to be in a shootout on a full stomach, oh, Lord. That food just slouching around, you feeling sluggish, you're not about to get anything done. But out in the hallway, Big Walt Dog got that security camera. Let's go ahead and look at this motherfucking camera. All right. So East 1, we got 2. East 3, we got 3. East 2, which, oh, shit. East 2, we got another 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Damn, I didn't even notice this dude right here. So just off the camera footage, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got 11 people just off the security cam footage. Damn, I ain't even noticed that. So 11 people off of camera. Yeah, 2, 5. No, 2, 4, 5, 6. No, that's 5. My bad. I can't even count that. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 11 people on the security cam. And that's why I said, man, my calculations, I said we got about 13 to 15, give or take 1 or 2. But we got 11 confirmed here. 11 here. 2 security guards, 12, 13. Walt Dog, 14. Paulie, 15. Big Red, 16. But I'm gonna count out the ones that we got. But we see on the camera, we got 11 assailants coming through the front door. Well, Big Walt Dog, he got money. And just like Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, we got a weapon stash in the back. I'm talking about you pick your poison. What you want? You want the stainless, you want the automatic, you want the chop chop, you want that blam blam, you want the bing bing. What you want? You come over here, put the code in. Zordon, page the Power Rangers. He opened his motherfucker up. He got a better vault than, well, no. Mecca had a better vault than Walt. Mecca's vault you could walk into, nigga, it was all kinds of shit in there. This motherfucker just was a little sliding door. You could reach your hand in there. Who do y'all think vault is better? The gun vault that was in Mecca's penthouse or this little vault that Walt got? Because Walt goes in here and grabs a shotgun. He gives Paulie the 2 pistols. And Vic is looking like, man, what the hell? But he talks to Paulie and he realizes that Paulie has that loyalty. Paulie has loyalty. And what did he say? You don't understand, man. I'll die for your dad. I'll die for you. I'll die for your sister. Anything pertaining to the Flynn family. And this is why you heard Brendan Doyle say Paulie is so respected. Everyone respects Paulie because no matter what goes on, Paulie is a part of this family and it's his job to serve this family to the best of his ability at all times. So Vic is saying, why are you going out there after everything my dad did to you? He's fucked up out here. But Paulie wants him to understand that, hey, even though he did some fucked up shit, that's a part of life. I'm his assistant. Now, I know we always hear the word helpmate, the term, but that's really what he is. He's just that guidance. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's kind of like, what movie was that? Coming to America. You remember Prince Hakeem? Well, you're not the prince. He's the prince. He's like, no, me. His job was to serve your royalty, your majesty. And that's the same thing Paulie is saying here. And now we get into some smoke. Now, Paulie did talk a lot of shit, but if you watch closely, I'm gonna call Paulie out on some of his shenanigans. Well, as soon as we get the guns, we go outside. And now damn, man, what is this, out of order? Damn, it's all out of order. All right. So when they first go outside, here we go. Paulie got 2 guns. We call him 2-gun Paulie where I'm from. Paulie come out 2 guns like Tomb Raider. He goes up to the wall. He's like, all right, move forward. Now, unfortunately, he waits for this gentleman to get shot. This is victim number 1. This is one of Walt Dog's people. He goes out and gets shot. Hey, who's out here? Pop, pop. Number 1. Boom. Paulie jumps out and Paulie pops number 2. Number 2 is part of their crew. Oh, I gotta go to the steals because, man, I think this is out of order. This is out of order. It ain't gonna do us no justice. This ain't gonna do us no justice. Where we at? Hold on. I got him, man. You know me. Paulie goes out and kills the dude, this gentleman here, who just killed the agent. So that's 2. Right here. Pow, pow, pow. Double gun. So we got 1 on each side. It's 1 and 1. Then we got this gentleman. He's the first person to shoot Paulie. Paulie goes out to the pool, 2 hands, and he ain't ducking cover no more. When we just seen 11 people on the camera footage. We just seen that they were overtaking the compound. Paulie walks out here like he's motherfucking Mike Lowry with 2 guns walking around talking about, come out with your hands up. Well, this gentleman came out with the motherfucking poo shiesty on and got a little shiesty. Pop, pop, pop. Paulie's hit. Oh, shit, they done got Paulie. I thought Paulie was the next episode. Paulie shoots back. Bow! This is death number 3. That's 2 for them, 1 for us. Paulie gets hit in the gut. Oh, Lord. Tommy took the same shot a couple of weeks ago. He survived, though. Paulie shoots at this dude who shot him twice. Boom, now we at 3-1. I said, oh, Lord, we already have 4 people. 4 people. Then this gentleman goes over. He tries to shoot at motherfucking Big Red, but Big Red killed him. Now we at 3-2. I said, oh, here we go. We at 3-2. Then this gentleman gets hit in the head. Boom, boom. Now it's 3-3. I said, oh, Lord. As soon as we get one, they get one of ours. Then after that, Vic shoots this gentleman right here on the right. Now it's 4-3. I said, okay, we up 1. We up 1. Then Walt Dog come out. Boom, boom, knock down the next 2. Now it's what, 3, 4, 5, 6-3. I said, oh, Lord, 3-6, 3-6. But then I realized Paulie died. Paulie died. Now it's 6-4. And then Big Red gets killed by Walt Dog. Now it's 7-4. I said, oh, Lord, 7 plus 4. I don't even know the math of that. But niggas is dropping all around the place. I said, oh, man. Oh, man. Why? Why? Oh, they killed Paulie. Walt goes over there, puts a bullet in Big Red's head. Bow! Oh, they didn't kill Big Red. Big Red ain't the apocalypse. Big Red ain't the apocalypse. Big Red. They got rid of Big Red. This is the second time in the last 30 years I heard of a guy named Big Red getting knocked. They didn't kill Big Red. Ah! It's 7-4. It's 7-4, I think. It's 7-4. Even though we know that it's 11, they didn't show all of them getting shot. I only counted 7 of them plus Big Red, so it's 8-4. It's 8-4. We killed Big Red. Bow! Oh shit! They done shot Walt in the back. Oh, they done got Walt too. They done got Walt too. Oh Lord! It was 8-4. Now it's 8-5 because motherfucking Vic done shot Walt in the back. Oh, Walt. Big Walt, he said, pull the fucking trigger then, nigga. You bitch ass nigga, pull the trigger, Vic. Pull the trigger. I done seen everything but Christ, Vic. Pull the fucking trigger, Vic. So Walt is there here, he crying because he done got shot up in his back. Now, he's talking bad to Vic. And the reason he's talking bad to Vic is because he never believed that Vic was really capable of being in charge of anything. He never thought that he was capable of being in charge of anything. Well, just like in Baby Boy, when Jody told Snoop, turn your bitch ass over, he looks Walt in the face and says, Claudia didn't just betray you. It was me also. Walter said, you fucking idiot. It's Tommy fucking Egan. We was about, bow! This nigga Walt shoots, Vic shoots Walt. Oh. Damn. They didn't got rid of Walt, but they keep telling me, Mo, we ain't see nobody. Mo, we ain't seen nobody for Walt, so we don't know if Walt is dead or not. We don't know if Walt is dead or not. But hold on. So we got 7 Dublin that we've seen on TV. 7 Dublin. 7 Dublin hit us. Big Red, which is a Walt kill. Ollie, which was a Big Red kill. Walt Dog. Which was a Vic Damone Jr. kill. Oh, plus, so we got the 7 Dublin hitters, and then we had the wait. It was 8-5. 8-5, that's right. So 7, 8, and then we need 3 Flynn bodyguards. Damn. Damn. Well. Walt stands over his father and he takes him out. And he lets him know it was me and Claudia that did this. It wasn't just my sister. I said, damn, man. Vic is on some villain shit, man. Vic is on his villain mode. Can Vic run the Flynn's? Were y'all expecting Vic to actually be the one to pull the trigger? We got 100 people in here. Can I get 80 likes? Just 12 more likes. 80 likes ain't nothing. Hit that 80 like button for me. 80, 80, 80, 80, 80. Just like Vic Damone Jr. told his dad. He said, listen, it was me and Claudia. You never believed in me, and for that you shall pay. But if you listen to Walt closely before Walt dies, he tells Vic one thing. Your fucking sister ain't who she's supposed to be. She ain't who she says she is. All of this was really planned because of her. And that's why he excluded Vic when he said your sister set all of this up. Because Vic doesn't understand that Claudia is playing him. The whole move happened at 8:30. But we see right after this, Vic is starting to piece things together because he leaves from here and he goes to talk to his sister. And when he arrives at his sister's house, Brendan Doyle, who should have been an enemy, he actually tells her, wait, what the fuck is going on? It happened. Vic shows up and he's like, hey, I was at the dinner. He wasn't supposed to be at the dinner, remember? Vic was supposed to be meeting up with Claudia for an alibi. Claudia never gave him a heads up. Now, Brendan Doyle says, hey, I told you we were moving it up to 8:30 because Doyle understands business is business. It doesn't matter who's in charge of the business as long as the people that are running the business are in sync with what we got going on. So Brendan Doyle says, hey, I told you I told you that it was at 8:30. You're supposed to tell your brother. Now you can't have all these communications going on between all these phones. So you tell her by word of mouth, and you're supposed to tell your brother by word of mouth, not via the cell phone, not via text, email, Instagram, none of that. Y'all got to get next to each other. Y'all got to talk, and y'all got to let each other know 8:30 is the new plan. But Brendan Doyle is exposing that Claudia actually set this up by not telling him that it was happening 30 minutes earlier, which put Vic potentially in danger. That's why you seen Vic and Big Red shooting at each other, because Big Red told him whoever's in the house, he's getting rid of. Big Red doesn't want any witnesses whatsoever. That's why you seen Vic and Big Red going at it, because he thought that Big Red was setting him up. But Big Red, he already made it clear that this is what I'm going to do. It's just miscommunication happened between Claudia and Vic because she wanted Vic to die. So when Brendan Doyle says, nah, I told you, you're supposed to tell your brother, Claudia catches another body. Bow! Oh, Lord. He ain't did nothing to nobody. He ain't did nothing to nobody. Now we got to put another person on here. Doyle. That was a Claudia kill. Damn. Brenden. Brendan Doyle. Damn. Claudia kills Brendan Doyle because she doesn't want the truth to get out that she knew at 8:30 the plan was supposed to be in effect. Operation Lights Out. But Operation Lights Out was moved from 9 o'clock to 8:30. Vic didn't know Paulie was there, and Vic had to catch some bodies and kill his dad. So now Vic is looking at it like, wait a minute. You killed Doyle, who was supposed to help us. The whole reason we were doing this is because we were going to partner up with Brendan Doyle, but he doesn't say nothing. All he is in disbelief. He's like, damn, my own sister. My dad was right. So now it's starting to make sense while Vic is about to go down there to that precinct and do what he does. You see what I'm saying? Vic, this was survival mode for Vic. Did he have to kill Walt? No. But he thought in his heart of hearts that his sister was right and they're going to partner up with Brendan Doyle. And then she hugs him with that gun. I thought she was going to shoot Vic, but she's crying because she knows she fucked up and she knows that Vic really ain't that dumb. Vic actually knows more than what he's leading on. Damn. Damn. Hey, Xavier, that's what I'm saying, man. When we get to her story, I think she's going to probably end up pregnant by Brendan Doyle. And this will be their connection back with Dublin, because if she has the seat of Brendan Doyle, Doyle is in charge, who's going to be running things in Chicago. If Vic is in charge, if she has Brendan Doyle's kid, then she'll be the one receiving answers from Dublin because she's in charge of the kid, and Vic will be the one running the operation. But she thought in her mind, if Vic could get killed, that would put her in charge. But unfortunately, it didn't go that way. So that's why she's crying, because she knows she fucked up now. And then we got Stacy Marks. Man, she being there with that maroon on. United States Attorney's Office, Northern District of Illinois. I know that's right. She got the Cuban on. He said, I got a guest for you. And there really ain't even much to say about this conversation.
I'm gonna tell.
Now, Vic sits down and Vic says, listen, I don't want my sister dead. I want her to suffer. She killed my father and set it all up. I can give you information on my sister if you're going to lock her up. But I want full immunity. I want full immunity. Stacy Marks, we know she's trying to run for the mayor or the governor. I forgot which one it was, but she's trying to run for office. Stacy Marks says, okay, we'll do immunity, but you have to infiltrate CBI and give me information on Tommy fucking Egan, the one that your dad actually wanted. Now, with this immunity deal, It's the same thing with Keefe D. Y'all know Keefe D. He was the one that got in the vehicle, admitted that his nephew was the one that shot Tupac. He admitted that he gave him the gun. The reason he got arrested for that is because he gave a proffer agreement. So for that one day, you can confess to all of your crimes. It won't be used against you. But the reason they charged him for murder and picked him up today is because he continued to write books and still admit guilt. Now, you can admit it there, but you can't say it anymore. So now they're arresting him for the murder of Tupac. He had him, it wasn't immunity, but he had a proffer agreement where nothing would hurt him that day. This is the same thing that's going on with Vic. All right, we'll give you immunity for the Walter kill and getting your sister up out of here. But the only way that's going to work is contingent on you giving us information on Tommy fucking Egan. Meaning he has to get back in the CBI in the good graces of Tommy. Meaning the feds are going to give leeway to the Flynn family to allow him to do whatever he needs to do. We know that Tommy Diamond and them, they haven't, I won't say struggles, but they're having their issues with the jail, Kilo, Rojas, the cartel, the Serbs. But look at it this way. With the feds helping out Flynn so he can get this information, this is going to be inviting and enticing for Tommy to actually work with with Vic. Hey, Vic, here goes some work. Let's expand to your territory. We know in the trailer, but we're not going to talk about the trailer till later on. But we know that Vic has all that territory from the Flynn's. Michael is gone. So they got that territory that's open. The Flynn territory is open. So him working with Tommy is going to basically be an open door. Remember, Tommy came out to the gravesite and told Vic, come work for me. If he goes back and tells him, hey, my dad is gone, I don't really know if I can trust my sister. Let me work with you, Tommy. Let me put your product with the Flynn's. Because initially, this is what they planned to do in season 1. Tommy was going to get with the Flynn's. He wanted to take them over. But if they work together, all right. But remember, Walter, him and Tommy, they always collided because he didn't want Tommy to be on the same level. But at this point, Tommy's going to have the leverage just because Vic has to go along with anything to get his sister locked up and he won't go to jail. So when you look at Vic's story, of course, I know we don't like him. He told, yeah. But when you on Vic's story, he did this because his sister turned her back on him. His dad was right. Tommy had sex with his love of his life. She dead. He ain't got nothing, y'all. He's just a troubled kid. Uncle Paulie's dead. He just caught some bodies. See, a lot of characters get a lot of leeway. But when we look at the characters we don't like, no one gives Vic a care in the world. No one understands that. I feel like there's still niggas that owe me checks. I feel like there's still that owe me sex. The only woman in the world that knew him best, his mother and Gloria. 2 women, the 2 loves of his life. They gone 6 feet deep. They ain't coming back. He said, Stacy Mark, I will put my hand on the Bible and tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me. God. That's Vic Damone Jr.'s story, a.k.a. Vic Flynn, a.k.a. Crown Vic, aka the king of the Flynn family organization, aka Mr. Bring a Bitch Down. And when I say that, I'm talking about Claudia. Because Tommy even called her a beast. Said, man, your sister's a bitch. Damn. Look at that family, man. Walter Flynn killed in massive shootout at Barton Mansion, multiple casualties. A massive shootout has taken the life of Walter Flynn. Multiple casualties have been reported. Story is developing. Law enforcement to give press conference. Wait, is that Caitlyn Jenner? I wish we would have been able to see the mom. Look at her. She didn't got everybody killed. Damn. R.I.P. Walt Dog. R.I.P. Mama Dog. Damn. R.I.P. man. All right. Who we got, y'all? Who we got? Who's next? Damn. Man, they could have kept Walt around a little longer. They could have kept Walt around to like episode 7. They could have had maybe Paulie shot. Walter still lives, and then Walter maybe gets killed like 7 or 8. I mean, I like the shootout. Don't get me wrong. It's just I wanted to see Walter's character just a little longer. Just a little longer. R.I.P. Walter in here. See, sometimes characters didn't deserve to die. Walt didn't deserve to die. He ain't did nothing to nobody, man. He ain't did nothing to nobody. R.I.P. Walt Dog. R.I.P. Walt Dog. And we 11, 12, 13. We're at 14 bodies right now, and we just getting started. 14 bodies in one episode. $14, 11. So that means 7 doubling hitters. That means four hitters got away. 4 hitters got away, but I don't know where they're gonna go to because Brendan Doyle's not alive. Big Red's not alive. Do you think that the hitters can call back to Dublin? Hey, Brendan Doyle's dead. Big Red is dead. Well, I think his real name was Oscar. Whoever y'all sent over, he dead too. What do you want us to do? What do you guys think happened to the other 4 guards that we didn't see get killed? They just running around Chicago now, or are they going back to Dublin? Me, I'm looking at it like this. Well, it was a good run. We in Chicago, I'm hearing UPS workers get $170,000 a year. I might go ahead and be a truck driver. I don't know about this killing no more. You know what I mean? I don't know about the killing no more. Yep. This is what's next for me. If I'm one of the Dublin hitters, this is what's next for me on my list. UPS says drivers make $170,000 in pay. Man, come on, CBS. We trying to apply for jobs. UPS says drivers make $170,000 in pay and benefits. Yep, I think we're good. We're good on this. Dublin. Yeah, don't put Dublin in the season 3. We don't need anything else to do with Dublin. It's been back-to-back seasons. Dublin has to be the worst. Dublin has to be the worst. They killed 2 security guards in Paulie. Vic killed Walt. Yeah, we don't. Dublin is over. Dublin is officially a dub. You know what I mean? We're gonna just call it a dub. No more mention of Dublin. Now I know they're gonna think about it. What could Dublin do to come back for this? Oh, Brendan Doyle's dead. Big Red is dead. Who else are they gonna send over here? We just seen 7, 8 of them get knocked. 3 of them ran away. 3 or 4 ran away. Last year we seen the 4 horsemen get knocked. We seen motherfucking Apocalypse get knocked. Man, they had Apocalypse running within the first 3 seconds of shooting. He shot Paulie one time, ran and jumped behind the fireplace. Man, Big Red wasn't no Apocalypse. He was a pocket full of bullshit. Man, he didn't do a damn thing, man. He wasn't even the one to kill Paulie. Paulie was already shot up. And he wasted all his ammo. You know, he only shot one dude in the head. Because the first security guard got killed when he came around the corner. The second security guard got killed when he was against the wall, when he was in front of Vic. And that was the only one he killed. Man, get Dublin out of here. They're no longer Dublin. We're not even calling them a dub. We're going to call them the losers. The losers over there don't need to come back to Chicago, man. This is just too many bodies. And mind you, this is only a couple of weeks, if not a month or 2 after what happened in season 1. You see what I'm saying? We're done being hitmen from Dublin. We're done hiring from over there, all right? Y'all give me another country we're going to hire from because it ain't working. It ain't working. It ain't working. I seen y'all said we're going to talk about Jenard, so cool. Let's do that. He said, hire me